was slightly pissed, not really, that the Godox PB960 didn't come with a cable, which is this cable, because the Godox Speedlights use a Canon connector. Of course, there's 4 different connectors that you can use. Obviously, you need to choose the one that's appropriate for your Speedlight, but you think intelligently that they would have at least included one of these cheapo cables for their particular Speedlights, but they didn't. But anyway, I finally got the cable a few days ago, and this is the 960. It's a removable lithium-ion power pack. I don't know if you're familiar with... Let me grab it over here. Let me really make a comparison, because I should have grabbed this before. You want to talk about a really expensive power pack, and most people don't know what the hell these are for. I tell you what, for wedding photography, event photography, photojournalism, having one of these is an unbelievable necessity. One thing that people don't realize when it comes to speedlights, and there's actually a lot of things people don't realize about speedlights, is that you can have a pocket full of 100 batteries. Not that you could fit 100 batteries in your pocket, and it's completely useless with the speedlights. And why is that? Because all the batteries in the world will not increase your recycle time. The best batteries in the world are these little suckers. I got tons of them. These are the 2,640 milliamp Panasonic Eneloops. I forget who the hell owns them now. It used to be Panasonic. These are the Eneloop Pro batteries. There is nothing finer. You still need these actually in your speedlight because they actually control the electronics or the brain functions of your speedlight on how it functions. All this does is actually quickly juice up the capacitor. This is a Quantum Turbo 3-pack. This is actually the best power pack that money can buy, flat out, bar none. I think quite currently they're like $700. Oh my god! I got a couple of them. I've been using these for ages. Having a power pack and a speedlight is insanely important. I don't have a speedlight actually out here. I got like 50 speedlights. There's not a speedlight on this table. Anyway, you actually plug this in your power pack. By the way, too, the quantum cable connectors, obviously these fit the same. It's just a power cable, but these will actually work interchangeably between the quantum pack and the Godox 960. These, the rechargeable batteries for these are replacements since this comes off the bottom, unlike the Quantum Turbo, which is a nickel metal hydride. $67 for the, 960 milliamp, and then 100 and something for the, I think that's what, 960 milliamp, I can't remember the exact milliamps on this one, yeah, excuse me. Yeah, sorry, yeah, 4,500 milliamps, excuse me. So many numbers in my head. $67 for replacement one of these. You just snap it on the top of your PB960, your Quantum Turbo, and plug it in here, plug it in the front of your speedlight. Actually hang it off your shoulder like a purse, goes to the front of your speedlight. However, speedlight mounted on your hot shoes, like the worst place in the world for lighting. Recommend using a little softbox, speedlight softbox of some sort. Just nothing, no crap lighting worse than, unless it's for photojournalism or for event photography or general wedding photography. It doesn't matter. Everything's about lighting, though. I have this horrible pet peeve about a speedlight sitting on top of your freaking camera because it's absolute crap lighting. But these are absolute necessity because all the batteries in the world, and when you stick your camera in continuous low and you have to capture an event, you know, stick fresh batteries in your speedlight, it's not going to fix anything. It's still going to take, you know, an eternity for the capacitor to recharge and for you to drop another light on there. At full blast, which you really never shoot full blast, I mean sometimes you do, but even at full blast, recycle time on your speedlight drops to 1 second. As opposed to what it normally is on a speedlight with just the freaking 4 AA's in there, even if they're the best Eneloop batteries that money can buy. Depending on the speedlight, you know, 4 seconds, 5 seconds plus. That 4 seconds is the difference between missing the magic shot and getting the magic shot. That's why these are so very important. You just can't sit there. There's times when you can see it coming in an event or a wedding, like the kiss, all sorts of little things, when you got to rip off some shots. And the best speedlight in the world and the best batteries in the world are not going to let you rip anything off. They're just not. Having one of these power packs for event photography, photojournalism, wedding photography, Absolutely an undeniable necessity. Why does nobody talk about these? I've not seen another YouTube photographer, because they're not photographers. Most of them are not. Yeah, that's a really bold statement, you know. This is true. It doesn't matter what. I've got I've got more than 50 Speedlights of various varieties. Fujifilm Speedlights, Metz Speedlights, Nikon Speedlights, Godox Speedlights now. I got several of those. I'm never going to get Godox strobes because there's no way. No frigging way. I'm never going to own Yongnuo junk because that stuff is garbage, which curls its toenails up and barfs on itself within a short period of time, and you should never be buying that junk. I've only got a few days on this Godox unit, so I need to see actually if it, according to all reviews, it lives up to its reputation on durability. I believe it. I love the fact that it has an interchangeable lithium. I mean, $700 versus $120, okay? Yeah, $700 versus $120 is kind of a no-brainer. For that kind of money, I mean, I could buy 2 of these and a couple extra battery packs. You wouldn't need to do that, though. But these are an absolute necessity. Why the hell does nobody talk about these things? Why? Why does nobody talk about a Speedlight power pack? It's an absolute freaking necessity. Nobody mentions it. I swear to God, there's not another top 20. Lighting is all important. Lighting! Not lenses, not cameras. Lighting is all important. And if you're on a gig or an event or a wedding, you can't hit it. Well, you can, but then you're going to sit there scratch your crotch for, you know, what seems like an eternity, waiting for the capacitor and your Speedlight to recharge. I hear that all the time. It's like, what do you bring with your Speedlight? Bring extra batteries. It's like, extra batteries don't help you any. Well, sure they do. That's what, you know, that's what powers my Speedlight. That's what powers your Speedlight. That's not what sticks it into, you know. You can't shoot at an event or a wedding, or you can't do that sort of. Even too macro photography. It's like sitting here at the table just doing macro photography. You know, there are times when I want to rip off 2 or 3 shots without having to wait, you know, several seconds for the Speedlight to recharge. Really, honestly, everybody should have one of these, and this is a cheap one. Seems to be made plenty well enough. Obviously, it's not a quantum turbo, but you know, $700, $120. Pretty straightforward of a video, isn't it? Why does nobody talk about these power packs? Why? I'd rather be caught dead without like a backup camera. It'd be better to, literally, it would be better to show up at a wedding without a backup camera than it would be to show up without a couple power packs. That's how important a power pack is. I can't emphasize it enough. I don't know why people don't get it. Do you know that recycle time on your Speedlight? Yeah. Well, while you're waiting for it to recycle, you missed that great shot that you actually showed up for. It's like, oh, there was such a great shot, but my Speedlight was recharging! It's like, yeah. Yeah, you ever heard of a power pack? Why do I need those? I got a pocket full of batteries! Idiot! Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad I could throw a little bit of humor into this quasi-serious subject. It is serious. If that's how you're making your money, you got to show up and know what the hell you're doing. Pretty sure it works that way in the real world. Girlfriend. Thanks for watching. Bye.